God uses the smallest and sometimes painful lessons to be teachable moments. Have you ever done something that you really didn't want to share, but it's a teachable lesson for your children or friends? I'm going to share one of those stories. Please give me grace here. Many seasons ago, when my children were young, I operated a home daycare along with homeschooling my three. I had a lot more energy back then, in case you're wondering. How? Each day would begin by setting up the daycare equipment before the kids would arrive. We'd get everything ready, then the meal planning would ensue. I fed 5 plus my 3 multiple times during the day. I had a daily schedule on the refrigerator to keep things in order. Forced a bit of a variety for all the kids and myself. I plan a week of meals in advance and have them ready to go when the kids arrived. We gotta have fun, right? One afternoon I was running late and I didn't leave time enough for my hamburgers to thaw before cooking them for lunch. We're gonna have hamburgers, woohoo! The kids were excited. As the kids were sitting at the table doing an activity, waiting on to me, I grabbed a steak knife and proceeded to separate the burgers. As I was holding the knife, a fleeting thought of, I better be careful, this probably isn't a good idea, crossed my mind. Then I slipped with a knife and it went right through the hamburger into my hand. The bone in my hand stopped the knife. For a minute I thought, it was okay because I didn't feel the pain. Then I felt it. The sharp pain was intense. I grabbed a dishcloth and wrapped my hand for a minute and let my oldest son know he's going to have to finish making the burgers while I address the issue at hand. Sorry for the pun. The good news is that I did not need stitches, and by fate, the cut was in line in my hand, just accentuating that line. That was a painful lesson for me, but also a teachable moment for my kids. The kids were told that day to never do what I just did. I was determined to take my own advice going forward and never use a steak knife again to separate frozen meat. The dull ache lasted for days. Yes. Many days later, as I stared at the scar on my palm, I meditated on what Jesus did for me on that cross. I can't begin to imagine how painful that was for him. And he did it for me and for you. Today I have a small reminder of what he did on that cross when I look at my hand. Sometimes scars are long-term lessons in life. My scar is a teachable moment and a reminder of his love for me. I'm grateful for his teachable moments. I love you guys.